Welcome into the third space today. As always, you're very welcome, whether you're joining here in person, online, or later on in the virtual space. Today, on my way into Docklands, I was just pondering something that I had read earlier around how when we want to meditate or when we want to come into a sense of safety, that it's not just our practices like meditation or somatic practices that help us get there, first of all, to that place of safety, and then beyond that to our place of thriving. The way, just there was just some tips on some other things that we need to pay attention to besides our body and our nervous system and our mind and thoughts. And that was that our environment, the environment that we're in, that we live in, that we work in, that we play in, is very important to that sense of safety and well-being. And of course, our relationships with those around us in whatever context are also really important. And the other thing that I was reading about, which I thought was interesting, was the sense of identity. Who am I? And to feel safe and have a sense of well-being, that's another area of our life that we can pay attention to and learn to flow from. So let's begin our practice today. Just beginning to pay attention, first of all, to our environment. What is the space that we're in today? And maybe just having a little look around and with our eyes open and just orientating ourselves to our space. Is our space orderly? Is it messy? And how might the space that we're in today contribute to a sense of peacefulness and well-being? You belong in this space that you're in. And you're allowed to feel safe in it. So let's begin to pay attention to our body. We may like to close our eyes at this point to help us get a sense of our body, or it doesn't matter, whatever is pleasing and comfortable for you. Let's begin to check in with our body. Let's allow our internal gaze to rove over our body, just really quickly, just getting a sense of our own skin and our body all the way from the top of our head down to our toes. Our bodies are the address of our soul. Our skin defines who I am in this physical realm. Just pay attention to our body. What is our body feeling today? And our nervous system is what mediates who I am, the unseen part of who I am, with the seen world and seen realm. So let's begin to breathe deeply, breathing in the air, breathing out, breathing it in, breathing it out. Breathing in and out. Taking a deep breath in, and when we exhale, we're going to slowly and gently turn our chin towards our right shoulder. Looking over our shoulder or gazing over as far back as our eyes will allow. It's possible that we can feel a stretch in the back of the eyes. going with the stretch, not pulling back from it, but just allowing the eyes to really stretch around, noticing resistance in the neck and the back of the head. Continuing to breathe. You might like to gently lift your head just a tiny little bit up while you're looking over your shoulder, and you might feel a slightly different stretch or a different resistance. And then taking a big breath in, exhaling, and then slowly and gently moving down, back through center across to the left shoulder. Again, noticing resistance, maybe resistance not just in the body, but in the will. Just yielding, looking over the shoulder, gazing, really noticing resistance at this point, noticing what body is saying and doing, what the muscles are doing, what the eyes are doing and feeling. And again, after taking a deep breath in, maybe just tilting the head up just a fraction, just looking up a little bit higher, noticing a slightly different stretch. Noticing the need to deep breathe or yawn, taking a breath in and then moving back to center. Just noticing now any sensations that might be flowing through the back of the arms, just the skin underneath your biceps, the elbows, the underside of the wrists and the hands. Maybe there's a tingling feeling or a warm sensation. Feeling what the body feels as we take a deep breath in, lifting the shoulders up to the bottom of the ears, pulling them up and then holding, holding, holding. And then as we exhale, breathing out, pulling the shoulders back into a circle, pulling the shoulder blades together, and then drawing the shoulders, really pulling the shoulders down to the earth. Pulling them down, feeling the stretch and release. Ooh. Taking a breath, maybe through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nose or mouth and raising the shoulders up to the bottom of the ears. Up, 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 up. Feeling it through the shoulders. Holding, holding. Then controlled breathing out. Ooh, rolling the shoulders down, pulling them back. Ooh, all the way down. Pulling the shoulders down. Release. Again, responding to the body's call for a yawn or a deep breath, whatever the body needs. One more time, breathing in, shoulders up, pulling that air right into the chest. Controlled breath out, ooh, rolling down, feeling the crackles. And release. Oh, wow. Okay. Just feeling that deep release in the body, in the neck and the shoulders. Coming into alignment in our body, in our breath. Beginning to allow our thoughts to also come into peacefulness and into harmony with the rest of our body. Just noticing our thoughts, becoming aware what's happening in our mind. Is there turmoil? Is there intensity? Just noticing our mind, noticing. Just like we pay attention to our body, we pay attention to our thoughts. And we just notice them. We're not instructing them, we're not engaging them, we're not rejecting them, just noticing. And in the noticing, just as we observe maybe the trees or the sky, or just as we notice other things without criticizing them, we just let them be. We do the same with our thoughts, just letting them be. And in letting them be, they tend to drift away. Perhaps there's thoughts of conflict in our relationship. Just release that. Release the emotion attached to the thought. Releasing the judgments attached to the thoughts. Letting them go. Giving our heart, our emotions, and our mind and thoughts permission to rest, to be at peace. We don't need to solve all of the problems of our thoughts or our life or our relationships in this moment. This is a moment of calm, of self-acceptance, of acceptance of thoughts, acceptance of self, moving into deep rest. Deep peace. Allowing gravity to flow as peace over our bodies. Gravity is a flow that is ever present and peaceful. And we notice its flow over our bodies, and we allow its impact to flow over our mind and our heart. From the top of our head, imagining or feeling or sensing the gravity flow. Flowing down, down, over our head, over our forehead, flowing down and bringing peace with it. Peacefulness over our forehead, just over our eyes, always engaging the eyes, but in this moment they're resting, so we can just allow them to rest and allow the gravity to flow around our eyes and over the bridge of our nose, over our cheeks and our cheekbones, flowing down and over. Down, down, down. Down the top of our lip, our lips and our whole mouth. Perhaps breathing out of our mouth for a moment and feeling that flow of air and just imagining the gravity and the peacefulness flowing over our mouth and lips. Flowing down our cheeks and our jaw. All is well. Letting the jaw go, letting the muscles and the bones and the joints in the jaw just Just be restful. Just noticing where we've been clenching today, where we've been holding close and tight, and allowing the gravity in the flow of peacefulness just to release that whole part of our bodies, our jaw, our mouth, our chin, all the way down our neck, down the front of our neck. Ooh. Ooh, that's where the air flows in and out, the life-giving oxygen. That's where the air flows out and across our vocal cords. Just allow that whole area of our chin and neck and throat. Maybe even a few breaths out and just humming on the out breath. And again. Feeling the vibration of the hum. One more. Taking some moments of silence now to move into restfulness. Letting our thoughts be quiet. Letting our heart be still. Giving our body permission to rest. Reminding our nervous system that we are safe in this moment. Deep rest. Allowing the gravity to flow as peace down our neck, all the way down our spine, all the way down. Perhaps just resting or leaning back slightly, knowing that we are supported by those who've gone before us. We can rest. We don't need to be a stiff board in our posture in life. The gravity flowing down reminds us to be flexible, that our back and spine is an extraordinary thing. Incredible movement and motion in it. And yet strong, holding us and connecting us between the sky and the earth. Gravity flowing down the back of our rib cage, over our kidneys, our adrenal glands, over our pelvis, gravity moving over and through our hips, noticing how we feel in our sit bones. With each breath out, we release the tension, we release the fear, releasing the pain in our body, yielding to gravity's flow, yielding to the peacefulness as it flows down over the top of our legs and our knees. Other extraordinary parts of our body. And we feel what they feel, and we flow down now over our shins and our calves, all the way down to our ankles. Extraordinary joints. And in this moment, we allow gravity to let our feet feel heavy, perhaps our feet and our hands. Just imagining that they're heavy, maybe filled with water or covered in dirt, whatever our imagination conjures up, to allow our feet and our hands to feel heavy in the earth, heavy with the gravity. All the way down through the ball of our feet, toe by toe. Deeply connected to the earth by gravity. That flow over our entire being. Flow of peace, maybe like honey or water. Always holding us steady. Beginning now to rouse our bodies, beginning to move our fingers, stretching, rolling our wrists, rolling, moving our fingers, getting that blood flowing, getting that lovely oxygenated blood moving through our bodies, rolling our wrists, maybe stretching our arms up. Oh, rolling our shoulder blades back together if that's accessible. Rolling our shoulders and our neck. Allowing our spine to move. Taking big breaths in and feeling the stretch of our chest cavity. Oh, oof. Rolling. Oh. Finishing our practice today with 3 double breaths, breathing in a bit more and release. Whoo. One more time, breathing in a bit more and out. Whoo. Last one, breathing in a bit more, smiling and releasing. Whoo. Blinking open our eyes. Looking around again, reorientating ourselves in our space. We belong. I belong. You belong. We are free to receive. Be at peace, my friends. Shalom.